Today we face FC Basel and it's a monumental day for the first time in the Champions League history of this save and probably Maribor as a club. We could be unbeaten in the group stage. 5 played, 5 wins, 15 points. Let's see if we can make that a 6, 6 and 18. Roll the intro. Hello and welcome back to the NK Maribor Save. I am Cultured Left Foot. It's a pleasure to have you with me once again. Here we are on the competitions page. We are obviously flying in the league. It's pretty much already wrapped up. We've got, I can't even bother to do the maths and figure that out, but look at that goal difference. It's insane. Champions League is where it's at. Played 5, won 5, drawn none, lost none, goal difference +7, points 15. We are already through. We are already through top of the group, which is really good. As you can see from our results, we beat Napoli, we've beaten Man City twice, we've beaten Basel, and we beat Napoli again. And today, we are playing FC Basel once more, and then we've got the draw to see who we get in the knockout stages. We are on the way to the cup final. We've got Olimpia Ljubljana to play. I'm pretty sure we'll beat them. If we look at the schedule since we were last together, which was all the way back here when we beat Man City 4-2. No, it wasn't, when we beat them 1-0 just there. We've had a pretty outstanding run of form. We beat Cooper 1-0 with a 90th minute winner. We then beat Dobrovci 2-0. 2 penalties. We played a very weakened team. It doesn't really matter. It was the cup. We had won the first leg 7-0. So yeah. We then played Smartno 1928, 3-0 win. Napoli, a 2-0 win in the Champions League. Alex Cardos and Hodzic getting the goals. We then had a 3-3 draw with Kursko, which was slightly annoying. They scored in the 92nd minute. We did go a man down after 73. They scored to make it 2-2. Then we went 3-2 up. Then they scored in the 92nd minute to make it 3-3. We then played Gorica and got a 3-1 win. It was pretty comfortable. And we've just beaten Olimpia Ljubljana, who are our biggest rivals, 6-0. It was, frankly, too easy. Far too easy. If we have a quick look at the squad appearances, Vigilante has been our all-out appearance maker this season. That's sort of to be expected. He is the goalkeeper. Sekatui's up there with 20. We've had Sainz, Hodzic, Duran, Kovac, Dadui, all the sort of usual ones you would expect. We are looking to get a bit more game time now the league is wrapped up, to players like Jean-Marie Rocha, who has made 14 appearances so far. Still labelled as a wonder kid. Coming along nicely. He is progressing. His stats are doing okay. 4 goals in 9 appearances. He has been playing really well for us, and 3 assists. So when he plays, he is playing well. It's just he's not quite ready for the Champions League games yet. Other players that we're looking to get performances are, so Djordjevic, the centre-back, he's slowly progressing as well, coming along nicely when he gets his appearances. Sam Leftfoot is just not very good anymore, which is a shame. Still hasn't been called up to the Slovenia squad because he's still determined that he's going to play for England one day, which is quite bizarre. Sandhu Dragao is also coming along quite nicely, 6 goals and 11. We might look to cash in on him in the January, we're not sure yet, or in the winter window, because we do have Jans Zagar, who's our young Slovenian centre forward, who's actually doing very well for us. 2 appearances, 2 goals and 4 assists, and for the national team he's 3-3, so he is progressing nicely. If we look at goals, they're a lot more spread out this year. Where we're rotating the strikers a lot more, there isn't really any standout goal scorers. So Dadui's got 12, Duran on 10, Hamsbergovic on 10, Dragaut's actually on 8, and Roche on 7. Cardos is injured, that's why he's not in that list. There we go. Alex Cardos is up at the top. I thought he was with 15. Assists is all about Dadui. He is unbelievable. The thing we picked him up on a free transfer is utterly ridiculous. A world-class attacking midfielder on a free from a club like Olympiacos as well. I don't know why other teams didn't fancy him. But average rating, it is Dadui that leads that as well. Surprising enough, Hasby's up there. He's only played 5 games, a very handful of games. Hamsbergovic, Lekic, the left back that's come in, he's played a lot more than I ever expected because Tapi has been quite injury prone this year. Something I did have to do is edit the nickname because obviously he's got to be Professor Xavier of X-Men fame. Obviously, if you don't know X-Men, then You should do. Everyone knows about the X-Men, surely. And then if we look at the potential side of things, Jean-Marie Rocha is up there with potential 5-star because he's a wonder kid. Hodzic is playing at full potential, as is Dudui. All of these guys are. And then we come on to the likes of Dario Matic, who's out on loan. Djordjevic, Zagar, Phil Thornston. He's not... I don't know. He's got good potential. He's doing really well at AIK. Is he ever going to break into our team? Probably not with the strikers we've got. I want to keep him because his value is going to absolutely skyrocket. But he's one of those players where if we didn't have the strikers we've already got, I would keep him. But the problem is we've got really good strikers. Kovac, Sekatui, they're all up there as well. They're playing very well. And even Dino Blazic is actually coming along pretty well. He is slightly still improving, which is good. And he's playing, yeah, pretty damn well, as is every season. Our players always play well. So there we go. That's a quick overview of the squad. Not really looking anywhere in particular in the winter window to recruit or increase our players' abilities. Maybe right back. Professor Xavier isn't... He's not the best. He's not bad. He is decent. But he's not Milian Ills, is he? That's the problem, and that's still what bugs me in this. Is that he's not Milian Ills, and I really want Milian Ills at right back. If we go and look at him, so yeah, here he is at Liverpool. He was just amazing. I mean, he's not playing very well for them. There is a chance that they might look to cash in on him if he doesn't improve, but. Oh, I'd love to have him back. Love it. I'd love it if we had him back. But anyway, so today we are going to play an FC Basel. It'll probably be a shorter episode today because it's the one game against Basel and then the second round, the first knockout round draw where hopefully we'll get a relatively easy team. Something else we do need to look at before we go on to the game though is to see how the other teams have done in Europe. So they are playing, Olimpia Ljubljana are playing Zagreb today. They've drawn 2-2 with Copenhagen. And they drew 2-2 with Olympiacos. They lost 3-1 to Olympiacos, but they beat Dynamo Zagreb 2-1 earlier on. And they also lost to Copenhagen 2-1. So they are improving. They're actually winning games in Europe now, which is good. It is good to see. I don't know how they're getting on in their group. I assume they might not be bottom. Where are they? Where are they? Okay, they are bottom. Technically, if they win 3-0 and results go in their favour, they could qualify. Although they're playing Zagreb. So if they win 1-0, that would be -1 and 1. If they win 2-0, they could technically go through on head-to-head. They're not going to win 2-0, but they really could do. And the other team were MK Domzale, who have been absolutely terrible in Europe, as they always are. They've lost 1-0 to Dnipro, lost 1-0 to Athletic Club, 2-0 to Athletic Club, 2-0 to Besiktas, and 1-0 to the Dnipro, and they're playing Besiktas again. They're not going to go through. We do have a very slim chance that Olimpia Ljubljana might go through, although it's highly unlikely. But for now, we will go on to the team lineup, and this is how we're going to line up to take on FC Basel. So in goal, we're playing Vigilante. At the back four will be Professor Xavier, Kovac, Sekatui, and Lekic. Dudui, Impio and Sainz make up the midfield three. Hodzic sits behind the strike force of Hamza Begovic and Roche, who gets a rare hour. And Cardos is injured, and Duran, why not? He's already scored a shitload of goals in the Champions League. And the game's underway. We're kicking off right to left in our white kit as... if you've been watching this series for a while, you'll know what our kits are now. So looking to, yeah, as I said, get 6 wins from 6. That would be absolutely amazing in the Champions League. I'd prefer, if we don't get the win, obviously not to lose so that we can stay unbeaten in the group, because I think that shows a real signal to our rest of our competitors. And again, I've got a good feeling about this season as we shoot. It comes to Roche, fires it into the roof of the net. It's 1-0, Jean-Marie Roche. He's, as I said, hasn't featured much in the Champions League, but by gum he loves a goal. And I haven't put replays on. That's very annoying. We'll just quickly sort that out for you. But yeah, we are dominating this Champions League group. The fact we've beaten Man City twice is so impressive. Something that I'd like to do, I did this a while back in the save and I haven't done it recently. We've picked up some new subscribers and some new viewers as Hamza Begovic shoots, good save from Vanja. Let me know so far since you've been watching it, and I know there's people from the beginning, so there'll be people that still love what Luka Zahovic did for the club, and what, you know, all like Marcos Tavares and all those people we had back in the early days. Big Mac, Casper Schmeichel. But what I want to know is, from now with the new subscribers we've got, let me know down below, who is your player of the series so far? From when you've been watching. As Rosh comes in, oh, he's put it wide. Oh, he's got to finish that. He's got to finish that. Let me know down below, who is your player of the season, or the series, sorry, so far. The fact we're in 2032, there could be a broad range of people selecting who their favourite player is. But it'll be really interesting to know. Be really interesting to know. As we've got another goal. Sekatui has put it in from a free kick from Hodzic. A lovely header, I imagine it was. Let's check it out. I really hope it's a bicycle kick. So Hodzic stands over it, just does a very quick dink in, and Sekatui rises early. Lovely header. Unfortunately, it wasn't a bicycle kick, but it's a lovely header. Sekatui there sticks it in the back of the net. And we're looking to come forward again as Hamsbergovic flicks it on and Batha picks it up. Clearance, but Professor Xavier gets in. Rosh is there. Can he cross it? He does. Hamsbergovic fires it back across the goalkeeper. And it looks like it's going to be 6 from 6 in the Champions League. An unbelievable performance this season. Rosh was down the line. Got kind of past his man. Flinged it in low. Hamsbergovic just pounces. Great finish into the side netting. And there it is. 3-0. Wonderful stuff. Kovac picks up a wayward clearance and it's into Dudui, up to Rosh. He turns his man, runs to the area, gets in, shoots wide again. He should work on his finishing in training. Although he's got finishing like 16. He should be able to hit the target from there. We'll put it down to young nerves, eh? Let's put it down to that. But I really must say, guys, I'm so appreciative of everyone that's liking and commenting and watching the series. The new people we're picking up from the save is really good. Every like and comment and things like that gets more people viewing. It works the YouTube algorithm that Loki Doki's gone into in far more detail than I'm ever going to do it. Yeah, every like and comment and things like that just makes the videos available to more people when they search for like a Football Manager and things like that. And I must say, congratulations to the actual NK Maribor, because they're into the Champions League playoff third round thing, which is really good. So they're actually like, I think, well, 2 games away, 1 round away from the group stage, which would be amazing. As Hamsbergovic gets his second of the game, and we're cruising. We're absolutely cruising. So Rosh brought it forward, good ball into Hodzic, back around the corner to Sains. He just put a lovely little pass past the defender. Hamsbergovic first time on his left foot. Keeper's got minimal chance of saving it, and it's 4-0. And we could look to make some subs and keep some people fresh, although we're about to go into a winter break, so that doesn't really make sense. But we'll bring Blazic on. Let's bring... Oh no, I'm going to wait. If Hamsbergovic gets his hat-trick, we'll bring Drag-out on for Hamsbergovic. And we're good. Let's give... We'll give Djordjevic a run out, the youngster. Always good to get him some experience. The one thing I think we might look at doing is Kovac is still moaning that he wants to leave because Arsenal are still interested in him. He's got a long contract. He hasn't got a minimum fee release clause. So really, I don't have to sell him. And I probably will try not to unless I can find another really good centre-back in the winter window. But Kovac is amazing, so I don't really want to sell him. But here we come again. Hamsbergovic to Rosh. Blazic is in. He's got, again, wasteful. Wasteful, that's how I'd describe that. With 15 minutes to go, the time is ticking down. We're only about 10 minutes to go now because it's going through very, very quickly. We will bring off Rosh, who's had a good game. We'll give Drag out the last 10 minutes up front just to play alongside Hamsbergovic. And we'll just see this game out. 21 shots we've had in this game. That is utterly ludicrous for a game of football, for someone to dominate it that much. Did Napoli get a result? Well, they're 2-2 at the moment against Man City, so fair play to them. As we're looking to just build it up from the back. Djordjevic getting involved since coming on as a sub. I don't know why he went long. I don't like my players really going long like that unless it's right over the top onto a pacey striker. But Djordjevic again into Sains. Can we nick a fifth in the last minute? Out, good ball out to Lekic on the left-hand side. Ball across. It's a penalty. And it should be Hamsbergovic for the hat-trick. And it looks like it's going to be. So Hamsbergovic steps up. Can he give the goalkeeper the eyes? Look top left, put it bottom right. That's what we're going with. Oh, well, sort of. It wasn't quite bottom right. More right central than bottom right. But let's see it in 3D. So Hamsbergovic steps up. He blows a... Oh, my God. He blows a kiss to the crowd. And Vanja dives with his head. Never going to save it like that, Mr. Goalkeeper. That's a bit of a free advice if you're a goalkeeper there. Dive using your hands to try and get the ball, not your face. And there we go, 5-0 win. It is 6 wins from 6. An unbelievable performance in the Champions League. Look at that. Outstanding. And we ended up getting the best goal difference in the group as well, which was very, very good. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. What was that from? McDonald's, wasn't it? Yeah, that used to be McDonald's. Well done, Hamzagovic. Pedersen can deal with that. Ancelotti was looking at all of these players for his Switzerland squad, including Professor Xavier, and Hamzagovic was superb in front of goal. Wonderful stuff. Oh, and we've got Jan Zager down to a new contract, which is really, really good. A really long contract, actually. 2037. So he'll be here for a few years to come. And when is the draw for the knockout stage? Right, well, we'll be back for that draw against the knockout stage after I've played Ruda Villeneuve. So we're back for the first knockout round draw. We have been seeded. If we look at the group stages, we'll go through, and you'd think I would have been prepped for this already, but here we go. Group stages, all groups. So finishing second, teams that we can draw: Inter, Leverkusen, Dortmund, Schalke, Ajax, Arsenal, and FC Porto. Obviously, out of all of that, I want Ajax. Whether I'm going to get them or not, the game likes to screw me over, so we're probably going to get Dortmund or Leverkusen. That's who my money's on. Oh, fuck, I forgot to do the draw. But we got Ajax. I skipped the draw, but we got Ajax. So I took away all the drama that I was building up to. But we've got Ajax. We've got the team I wanted, which is pretty damn good. So that's when we're going to be back. But it is after the winter break. So we'll have transfers and possible shit like that to catch up on. And we'll be back to do both games against Ajax. Really sorry for missing the drama. What a bunch of unprofessionalism this is. But thank you very much for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this series still. We are going to win the Champions League with NK Maribor. We got to the final last year. We're going to win it in the very near future. I can feel it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll chat to you all very, very soon. But for now, I'm out. Cheers.